Well, there are no negotiations, there are no discussions with the government in the background, and there are no actual negotiations with the employers in the foreground. That's got to change. We'll be seeking to communicate with the employers next week and see if we can get some discussions started, but there are no actual formal negotiations at the moment. Well, I'm always optimistic. I go to negotiations in order to create solutions, not to cause problems. But it needs the government to show a bit of goodwill. They need to change their stance. We've seen in the health service and education and other areas they're not prepared to do that, and people have been forced back into strike action and reballoting. It's up to the government to change the equation. They're the ones that control the purse strings, they control the companies in their contracts, and they control the philosophy of what's going to happen on the railway next. So they need to change their position and allow the two parties, the employers and the trade unions, to work up some solutions. But I don't see that at the moment, but I'm always optimistic that we can get there. We won't ever get full support, but we do get good support from the public. We don't get abused. We've got people who are obviously unhappy about their train service being disrupted. But I think many people now understand what's going on in our society, that people need a pay rise, they need a square deal from their employers, and they're tired of this continuous austerity and not being able to pay their bills. So I think we've got quite a lot of sympathy, and strike action all over the economy has garnered surprising levels of support. Well, our strike action isn't continuous. We take strike action on a phased basis. We listen to our members, but at the moment we've got a mandate for another 5.5 months going forward. If we need to take more strike action, that's what we'll do if our members want to support it. So that option is there for us, but there's also an option to negotiate a settlement, which would be far more preferable.